Oh, good afternoon, sir. Please sit down. Yes, thank you. So your name is Jean-Jacques Rousseau and you are applying for the philosopher job, is that correct? Yes, that is exactly why I came here today. Okay, then let's start this interview right away. Can you describe a bit your life and your childhood, perhaps? So, my name is Jean-Jacques Rousseau. I'm also named the citizen of Geneva. I was born into a Franco-Swiss heritage and later championed the republican ideals of my homeland. Raised in Protestant Geneva, I lost my mother at birth and was a favorite child in my family, engrossed in reading, and sometimes imagined myself as ancient heroes. Interesting, I see. After my father's exile, I endured a tumultuous upbringing, working various jobs while reading extensively and facing harsh treatment that led me down a path of deception. When I was 16, on March 14, 1728, I made the pivotal decision to leave the city. Young teenagers, they have the same ideas all the time. I started as a footman in a noble household aided by the count's son and an Italian teaching abbot. Then left Turin with a Geneva companion facing 2 years of wandering. I briefly tutored in Lyon but struggled a bit. Then worked as a secretary for Count Montagu in Venice. We had a lot of conflicts. He claimed it was because of my ego. So back in Paris, I filed a complaint against Montagu, and I also tried to star in an opera. Okay, I'll stop you here then. And I also checked your resume on your key works and how you written them. Can you please tell me a bit about that as well? So I wrote a couple famous works. One of them is called On the Origin of Inequality Between People, Social Contract, and New Eloise. Also in 1762, the novel treatise Emile or About Education was published. This work also gave me world recognition. In it, I showed the way to educate a new person free from the feudal post, a person of bourgeois society. So back in 1754, I wrote the work called On the Origin of Inequality Among People, which explores the fundamental causes of inequality in human societies. I propose that inequality originated from the development of private property, leading to social divisions and the erosion of natural human goodness. I contrast the state of nature with the corrupted state of society, highlighting the impact of material possessions and societal structures on human relationships. Okay, and what about the other works? In 1761, I wrote the work Julie or the New Eloise. It is a novel focuses on romantic, emotional struggles of its characters, and this story follows the passionate relationship between Saint-Preux and Julie, who face obstacles due to their class differences. The novel explores themes of love, virtue, and the clash between personal desires and social constraints. But my most famous work was probably The Social Contract. Ah, oui, it presents my political philosophy and vision of a just society. In this work, I argue that individuals should come together to form a collective body governed by a general will, creating a social contract that reflects the common good. And this definitely is my most famous work. That is very interesting, to be fair, but I also was interested in your key philosophical ideas since you're applying for our philosopher job. So I am against inequality in the social environment, the despotism of royal power. I idealize the usual state of general equality and freedom of people, which I think was destroyed by the introduction of private property. Vraiment, the state can be used as a result of a contract between equal and free people. The main source of wealth is work. Light taxes, tolerance, and peace, they should prevail in the administration of the state. I am in favor of limiting private property. Supreme power belongs only to the people. The ideal form of government is a democratic republic. The main reason for society's inequality is its organization. What I would also distinguish are these forms of government, where we take democracy, aristocracy, and monarchy. And I believe that the best form of state organization is a constitutional monarchy. The monarch rules on behalf of the people and for the people. I would also oppose the development of art and the moral decline of science, immorality, and hypocrisy. I think that the development of civilization, science, and art has unfortunately greatly distanced man from nature. It is very sad. We can argue about this, but I'm also interested on how your ideas can influence the future of our company. Maybe you can give us an example looking at your ideas in your life. Oh, my influence on the future of philosophy is profound and multifaceted. My concept of social contract laid the groundwork of modern political thought and democratic principles. I championed individualism, paving the way for Enlightenment ideals and human rights. My critiques of civilization prefigured romanticism and prompted exploration of the tensions between nature and culture. My educational philosophy inspired child-centered and progressive education moments. The notion of the noble savage shaped discussions on human nature, morality, and cultural relativism. And you probably heard about these guys like Immanuel Kant and John Stuart Mill. Well, the impact on political philosophy that extended to them fostered democratic and liberal theories. And also my ideas anticipated environmental philosophy. It very much influenced modern discussions on sustainability and humanity's relationship with nature. Okay, I think I got everything I wanted, so we will definitely keep in touch, and I will text you about what we will decide about hiring you or not. Thank you for coming today. Yes, thank you. A pleasure to meet you, and I hope to get a positive message from you in the future. We also believe that will happen. So what do you think about our today's candidate? Would you hire him as our philosopher? Comment down below what do you think about this job interview, and also who do you want to see in the next videos. I really hope you enjoyed this format because I tried to do something new. In any case, put a like and don't forget to comment all your thoughts on this video. This was Zeno77 taking an interview and Jean-Jacques Rousseau telling us his story, and I'll see you in our next videos.